Here with head coach Sean Kiracofe. Lady Demons fall in a heartbreaker tonight to Southeastern 3-2 after going up 2-0 and looking just like the world was on fire with how we were playing. And then something changed in that third set, but overall, quick thoughts about how tonight's match.
It was a good match. I mean, of course, we would want the win, obviously, but it was a good match. I love the match if you're going to talk about our last weekend and to be able to respond from that. It's everything I could ask for. This is in Southeastern, one of the best teams in the conference. We got to see them healthy before the conference season really got rolling. A lot of other teams got to see them when they were battling some injuries. We get to see them healthy again. So, I mean, this performance mattered. I mean, because that's as good as they can be. And we pushed them to the limit, so I'm happy with that.
I would say even maybe pushed them beyond the limit because the way those first two sets were playing out, I mean, it seemed like everything was going our way. Passes were crisp, swings were good, finding spaces, just everything that you want to see. It's like you said, especially after this last road trip, you got to see in spades in those first two sets.
Yeah. I agree. I have nothing else to say with that. You wrapped it up perfectly. I mean, again, you know, we passed fantastic in the first two sets. We let that dip a little bit and then rebounded towards the end, so we gave ourselves opportunities. Again, so I was happy with the passes in the big picture of it. And then, yeah, I mean, we ran into an experienced and good team that was able to close it out when it mattered the most in a few points, and it is what it is, but we're a young group in the big picture. And if you keep continuing to get yourself in those positions to experience those moments in a 5-set match or whatever it may be against really good teams, then that pays off. And it can absolutely pay off for the remainder of the regular season and going into the conference tournament.
So were there any like major shifts in the match between that second and third set, or the second set and the rest of it that really changed the way it played out and things were looking?
No, I mean, honestly, I do think it just comes with experience, you know, just being able to be, you know, composed enough that, I mean, I'll just say this. I mean, so the third set was ugly, but who cares? Honestly, I mean, you lost a third set. Why does it matter by how much? Right. Now, I know that's easier said than done, but the third set was what it was. We came back and we got in a position to where, you know, we had moments either to catch up in the fourth or to pull away in the fifth. And then it's just a matter of execution and just making sure you make good plays. We made a couple little assignment errors in the fifth, and it wasn't many, but they were there. And if they aren't, then who knows? You know, we're up by 1 or 2 towards the end there, rather than trying to fight those points back. So just execution when it matters the most, and that can come with experience.
And then I got to mention and get your thoughts. We've talked about her a lot this year, but Reagan Thompson, she gets her 100th block of the season, and kind of a nice way to finish off and win that second set. She goes on to have a double-double with 10 blocks, 11 kills. She's just one of the several performances that we saw tonight that in these final 4 matches it's got to be a huge encouragement as we finish out these 4 and head into the tournament.
Sure, she had a great match. That's a huge accomplishment when you're talking about you're the first to do anything. So very proud of her. We absolutely from day one knew that was something that she was capable of doing. So it's great to see her actually be able to do those things. I mean, not to take away at all. I shouldn't even say this, but when you get 20 blocks in that one match, it helps along the way to get to 100 pretty well. But still, you got to go out there and be good over a long period of time, and she has done that, and very proud of her, and we just can't wait to see what she can do in her career.
All right, Coach. Well, you got to put it, you got to eat it, whatever you want to call it, because we got one on Thursday, and we talked about New Orleans already. You know. Some transfers, a new look for them kind of coming in, but you got to feel better going into that match.
Oh, absolutely. We play like that, like we did tonight on Thursday. We're going to come out with a win, and then it's going to be interesting again to where while we have had a back-to-back with Nichols, there was a bit of an extended period there, but to do it right back to back, within a matter of, 24, 48 hours, that'll be a little bit different. And so, yeah, we just got to continue and absolutely buy into the thought process, because it shouldn't be anything else than this, of just, that was progress tonight. It was a great rebound from the weekend before. It was great being able to play the way we did against one of the better teams in the conference. Now you do that against everybody else, you're going to come away with wins.
All right, thanks so much, Coach.
Thanks.